salesperson can you use fast talking to close deals, and why does it matter? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. And one of the things that I want to let you know, that closing deals with talking fast is an advanced skill. This isn't something that a brand new salesperson should be using without some sort of supervision, without some sort of role play, without some sort of help. And I only say that because things can go wrong. And I shot a video when I was out in Hawaii a couple weeks back, and I talked about fast talking as a skill that you should really acquire. And I'm going to give you the ins and the outs of how you could use it, and then I'm going to give you a secret tip at the end of this video, so you should be paying attention. So fast talking works this way. You're going to preload a bunch of information for the buyer, for the person that you're working with, for the person that you're talking to, that's going to be fact-based. It's going to be able to be brought up, proved by data. That's going to have the ability for you to have a conversation about, okay? So right next to me, I have a box cutting knife, just a random box cutting knife. But if I was going to have to sell this to a buyer and I was going up against somebody for a custom box cutting knife, if there ever really was such a thing, this may be sort of the conversation that I'd have. They would come to me and they'd say, Scott, we've got another builder that's going to build this fantastic box cutter knife, and even though yours is unique, we think we're going to go with them. So I might come back with something like this. Okay, so maybe you do go with that guy, and maybe he does build you a fantastic box cutter knife, but what you don't realize is the materials that he's going to use are going to break down over time, and you're not going to have time to use this product properly. The other thing is he uses cheap gemstones. Now I use 100% diamonds in this thing. He uses cubic zirconium. You may not like that. Now what you need to know too is there's a lot of problems that you're going to have in the future, and they're going to cause you issues, okay? So like generic formula goes something like this. A whole bunch of facts, right? Probably 3 of them. And then at the end, random speculation. Maybe they can, maybe they can't, okay? So, whole bunch of facts, speculation at the end. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. And then you stop talking, right? So you're giving all the reasons over here why you're fantastic, and then you're bringing 1 or 2 reasons over here why the product could fail if you go with somebody else. And once again, this is an advanced skill, an advanced technique. I made up something totally random about a diamond-encrusted box cutter knife with cubic zirconium versus diamonds, okay? Random, just generic. But what you need to know is everywhere that there's a yin, there's also a yang, which means that slow talking can be your friend too. And there's times that you learn through calibration which one that you're going to pick. And there's times from the tension that's built in the call, the type of buyer that you're meeting with, all this stuff adds up. And this is why I'm saying, if you're watching, this is an advanced sales skill. This isn't something that you're just like automatically like, hey, I'm going to go out and do this. It takes some time to learn. So fast talking on one side, slow talking on another. And let's just say that once again, we're talking about this diamond encrusted custom box cutter, which really isn't true. I wouldn't pay anything more than 10 bucks for one of these. I wouldn't pay $100,000 for one either, okay? So let's say that the buyer comes to me and says, Scott, we've got another builder. They're going to make us a box cutter. I may slow things down. I go, there might be some problems you haven't considered. And just stop talking. That's it. There may be some problems or some concerns that you haven't considered, and stop talking, okay? So, fast talking is one way when you have the ability, when you have the techniques, when you have the skills. The other version is talking slow and slowing down the process. And how do you know which one you use? You got to live through some sales calls. You got to work with a coach, a mentor to do some role play, okay? There you go. You can use fast talking to close deals. You can also use slow talking to close deals. You just got to know which side you're going to pick. Now you got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent out a video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.